What kind of influence would you say that your fame or your success has had on music? And do you feel that you're still hungry, and how do you stay that way?
I'm so hungry. Like I don't really think that I'm anyone to give advice. Like till this day, I'm still shocked at the fact that people want to interview me all the time. Like I'm just a regular dude from Mississauga. Like I always say that, you know, I'm like, I don't want to be one of those guys. You look so foolish if you're just, you know, on your way to success. Like if you're a Drake or a Jay-Z, fine, yeah, like, you know, you got fame and success. When you're a regular dude from Mississauga, like, you know, I've just been fortunate enough to do music and travel and spread my word. The one thing I would say is, you know, if I have inspired anyone out there that is listening or reading or whatever, you know, I'm happy, and I just try to always preach the same thing. Just if you're gonna do it wholeheartedly. Mm-hmm. This is not something, I promise you, this is not something you can do, make one demo with your friends and, you know, create a Facebook fan page and get a couple hits on YouTube and you know, be a star. Like I find that because of technology these days, technology is great in the sense where you got 70 cameras where you can shoot music videos for like $500 or $1,000, and you can virally just spread it through all these social networking sites and get all these hits seen. But one thing what I've realized is YouTube hits and MySpace plays and, you know, retweets do not always mean actual success on the ground level. Yeah. You know, there's, like in the UK, for example, I mean, I can't think of any artists specifically, but, you know, we call people Facebook superstars. Yeah. In a sense where somebody, like a bunker artist from the UK will be so big on YouTube and everyone's promoting next singles coming out, and here's the teaser, and here's the video, and here's the interviews. But you get on the ground, you never see them at gigs. Mm-hmm. You know, they're not getting booked at any of the big festivals. You know, you show up to concerts, nobody really cares that the person's there. No one's really trying to get interviews or pictures with them. So it always, no matter how much technology advances, it's never going to relate to the actual ground hustle. It has to be integrated. You know, you have to do your ground hustle. If you want to be big in England, get up off your butt, fly to England on your own money, and grind on the street. You know, if you want to be big in India, do that. If you want to be big in Australia or New York, wherever you want to be big, you have to actually be in that environment, hustling constantly.
Get on the corner of Leicester Square.
You have to get on the corner, and what I realized is, I mean, and here's another jewel for any of the young cats coming out. I think music, what I've realized by freestyling on the corner is, it's not about so much as your image or your hits or any of that. Music comes down to the feeling, that interaction, that feeling people get. And you can't duplicate that on the internet. You could videotape a concert of me performing, but it's not going to be the same as if I'm standing in your face in front of Leicester Square rapping. And then you're going to walk away, what you're buying, you're not buying my CD, what you're buying is that memory. You're trying to buy that nostalgic memory of, yo, I met some crazy Canadian guy in Leicester Square and he was rapping. That's not, they didn't give me £5 for my CD, they gave me £5 for that nostalgic feeling of that, you know, that experience.
So if you were to look back with everything that you've learned now to the 18-year-old Tony that was in high school or whatever, what would you say?
To the 18-year-old?
Yeah.
I'd say,
with all the stuff that you've learned, all the wisdom that you have now.
So you're going to be a big star, and one day you're going to go Word is Born, telling your story. I don't even know, man. I'd probably...
That's not sarcastic.
No, I think what I'd probably say, I probably wouldn't even say nothing. I think the best way to, I think I've lived, you know, I think I've had a great career so far, and, you know, it's only beginning right now. So, you know, it's kind of like in Back to the Future, you know, when Marty McFly and that old dude go back, and they don't want to run into each other because they don't want to disrupt the time flow continuum and shit. I would do the same thing. I'd see myself and I'd just kind of laugh and be nostalgic about it, because just like everyone else, I recorded my demo and I was like, man, we're going to be big rap stars.
So hopefully you've had a chance to listen to some of the artists that we've featured on Word is Born. So what would you say to somebody who is up and coming and just local the way that you grew up?
Like I said to you before, we were talking off camera. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not really anyone to give anyone advice. Every man chooses his own path or destiny. So, you know, once again, I'm reiterating myself. Just don't depend solely on the internet. Don't think it's gonna be 1 or 2 year hustle. Like, you know, you gotta continue to grind. Like, you will be grinding for like 5, 6, 7 years continuously until you're starting to see those big breaks, you know. And but there's opportunities out there, and you know, carve your own path out there. Like, I got so many people coming up to me and my boy Roach all the time saying, "Yo, we gotta get out to UK. You guys are doing it big in UK." It's not just about UK. There's a million other music markets out there. Like, go do you know? Like, yo, go to Germany. Germany's a huge music market. Japan's a huge music market. Go carve your own niche. Make your name in the world, you know?
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be your like a 1 or 2 year process. Don't solely depend on the internet, and take advantage of all opportunities that come your way, you know? I will always go out of my way if somebody wants my help, if they think I could help them in any way. I will always try to help homegrown talent. But when I give you advice, take that advice, you know? If I take you somewhere, you know, take it into consideration. Like, so, you know, if I could help, holler at me, getblitz.com, and I'll always help.
In terms of like musical talent and content that's out right now, what are your opinions on artists like Humble the Poet or Be Magic, Noise?
Yeah, I don't really know enough of their music, but like, I like what everybody's doing. Like, I know the only person's music that I'm like the most familiar with would be Gins, and that's because, you know, me and him talk all the time. So I like Gins' music a lot. You know, Humble, I kind of know him through some mutual friends. So like, yeah, like, I'm happy that everybody's doing their thing. Like, this is exactly what I wanted, though. You know what I mean? Like, when me and Roach were doing it, it's like we were the only guys doing it, and our only goal was, yo, we want to. Back then, like, nope, not that many Indian people were rapping, or they were rapping, but they weren't really trying to pursue it. So every day when I see another MC, an Indian MC, accomplishing something, I'm just like, puts a smile on my face. I'm like, yeah, you go, boy. Like, you know, like, if it ain't gonna be me, it might as well be you, you know. And why not it be somebody from Toronto, you know? So it's like, yo, as long as you guys are repping right, and you know, and so far everyone has been, yo, all power to you guys, man. Yeah.
Well, I feel like Word is Born has really got to know you today, and thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to talk to you and everything. We were wondering one last question, and it's a little silly, but do you ever get blitzed?
Wow.
You gotta keep it real, right?
Getblitz.com. Getblitz.com, yeah. So.
No comment.
No. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.